I'm Inept, not collect cards, and today we're going to talk about Legions of Will. Journey into the Abyss is a mini set that's about to come out on, let's see, 2 days from now, I believe. It's going to be on the 31st, so Halloween. All right, so briefly, we're just going to go over that. Chaos Ascension was the first set, Forgotten Tribes was the second, and I just wanted to kind of talk about my experience on what there has been so far that I've got my hands on and what's to come. So, what's to come is a vast improvement, a massive improvement in card quality and collectability. Since the beginning, they've had serialized boxes, inept moment, serialized boxes, specialized promo cards. I mean, absolutely gorgeous, jaw dropping foils, artwork that is freaking amazing. I've always dug the vibe of Legions of Will. Right off the bat, when I knew nothing about the game, I saw the artwork and I was like, what is going on? Then I saw the booster box. I'm like, okay, these guys ain't playing, boy. This is a whole nother level. And it is. These are some really high quality cards, but they're not without fault. So we're going to do this. We're going to talk about things that I didn't love about Chaos Ascension that got better with Forgotten Tribes and are going to exponentially get better, in my humble opinion, with the next set coming out in about 48 hours. So, real quick, my biggest gripe with Chaos Ascension, the packs. I know it's a silly thing, but it's not, and here's why. I end up having to cut off the packs, which is not abnormal for me. But what is abnormal is I had to cut off the packs because I pretty much wrecked my box topper, which was a legendary foil Angel of Revelation unit, and that does not feel good. That's like one of my best cards. That out of the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of the Legion of Will cards that I have, I've opened like a case of booster boxes. This probably would be my best card, and it's wrecked. So that feels bad. So the fact that this is not a thing anymore, right off the bat, huge improvement. But we'll talk a little bit more about the legendary cards in a minute. The next one is the foils already were gorgeous, but they got better. Okay. This is obviously through a camera and then behind plastic and using my inept lighting here up in the man cave. And look how good this card looks. Okay. If I actually had a good setup and I wasn't a crappy YouTuber, I would be absolutely jaw dropping, blowing your mind with the quality of these foils. So let's put down the ones in there and start looking at the ones over here. Because to go back on what I was just saying about the box topper before, yeah, absolutely fire, true. But look at the box toppers for Forgotten Tribes. This is a giant step up. I mean, it is a huge step up in foil quality. And then I just saw in the recent stream from Legions of Will the new ones that are dropping. And what's up, buddy? Sonny's getting restless. And they're even better. The colors in it pop more. The black is blacker, that kind of thing. This is my favorite Legions of Will card. Okay, this is Darkhall. This is a unit. It's a demon beast. Obviously, it is a sick, nasty, full art legendary foil. And if you look at the bottom, what do you got there? Little bit of an error crimp line. So to me, this is a 10 out of 10 card. I'm really into the angels and demons. I got me a demon. All right, so here goes my other legendary foil box topper. Yeah, very cool card. Yeah, the foil on it's pretty dope. No complaints there. Obviously, I have my own personal preference, and that would be for the angel or demon. Oh, I drop all the cards. So I'm not going to go over every single one of these, but just real quick, just not even as a flex, just so you can kind of see what I'm looking at here. So here go my legendary cards from two box. I just want to make it even. So here go my legendary cards from two boxes. As you can see, it is tough to get a legendary foil. I got what? 2 out of 2 boxes, right? Easy enough. So that's Forgotten Tribes. And then also our 2 legendary foil box stoppers. So that's pretty easy math there. 1 and 1, obviously. And then as far as the rare goes, We have, your two rare box toppers as well. And then here goes, a whole bunch of foil rares. And you can see a little star at the bottom. We're not going to go through all these one at a time, but there's plenty, as you can see. Very good quality. And then, of course, I'm not going to go through all these, but there is a fat stack of commons and uncommons. As far as foil goes, you're going to get them in every pack, obviously. And they're cool. Everything looks good. The card quality is nice. So, Forgotten Tribes, pretty freaking great. I mean, I'm obviously a giant fan. But the Chaos Ascension, it's a little bit of a step down in some ways. And the first and foremost would be I really do like the foils, but the drop rates are rough, man. These are all commons and uncommons, as you can see, a much smaller stack uh, than the one right next to it here in Chaos Ascension than for our Tribes. And then over here we have our rares. Again, you can see the top corner is kind of hurting a little bit, and that really feels bad, obviously, because these are my full arts that I pulled from my two boxes. And yeah, they're rares, but they're gorgeous. And I don't think they can be improved on in terms of the art and the foils, right? They actually look great, but the card quality just isn't there, and that's part of why I'm so excited about the upcoming set. And then here goes my other box topper pull from just Kraken packs. It wasn't in the box topper separate pack there. The two that have the rough tops on them, those are from the packs. So anyway, again, we're not going to go through every single one of these, but yeah, I got 1, 2, 3 full art rares, and the rest of these are all full rares. Pretty cool. Measuring it wise by the old eyeball, almost the exact same. We'll call it the same, right? Legendary wise, we have our, as we discussed already, one box stopper, and then our one foil, and then the rest are all non-foil legendaries. I love that card, right? These are obviously beautiful. No complaints about the art. The cards feel fine. They're good. The foils, they feel good quality. There's not gonna, they don't have messed up edges. Like there's no scratches on them. However, I will say this: in the Chaos Ascension sets, there were a few of the foils that looked like it had a little bit of a line down it, and I had to see if it was an error, if it was me, this and that. So, as an alpha that, to my knowledge, this was the first widely available one, and it was pretty good, obviously, but the quality is such an improvement to Forgotten Tribes. So, for example, let's look at this little sample pack that I ordered back in the day, okay? Again, a foil legendary angel card. You know I'm going to be all about this, right? But what's the problem right there? A gro a gross little mark on there. It's kind of like a blemish right on the face of the card, right? So, as a collector, as someone who gets really excited about the card quality, especially about foils, that kind of hurts. But then you see the one right after it, and it looks good. Now, that's not an angel or a demon, so obviously it's not going to be my favorite. That's just a personal preference thing. And then we're just going to go into the rares. And as you can see, these are all samples. It says sample on the bottom. That would for sure be my favorite, of course, because it's a Shadow Batarian. They're very scary and otherworldly and Lovecraftian, and I love them very much. Anywho, back to business. So I'll put those away. But anyway, that's where I'm at with this. I'm very excited about where Legions of Will is going. The new set that's coming out, much like this one is out of 500. This one is not numbered, but the new one is out of 333. It's a mini set, gonna be smaller, gonna have a smaller print run, obviously. Y'all, if you're sleeping on Legions of Will, wake up. Now's the time to get on it. This upcoming set, you're gonna look back and be like, oh my God, look at the new foils. Oh my God, look at the serialized versions. Like they have brand new serialized cards coming out for Legions. They're so sick. I want to say in about 30 hours from the time I'm making this video, they're going to be dropping out on the website legionsofwill.com, and your man's going to be on it. So I will obviously give a review of those when they come out. I'm going to be doing an unboxing down the road when they hit, but for the time being, just want to do a quick little down the road vid of my current experience from Legions of Will, who I love. All right, y'all, on to the next one.